What is going on, my fellow survivors, and welcome to Enshrouded. Today we are going over the Shroud route and Elixir Well locations. With update 4, your max level went to 35. With every Shroud route and Elixir Well, it allows you to have 149 skill points. 70 of those skill points come just from leveling up, which means that 79 Shroud routes are in Embervale. So I am not going to go to each one personally. We are going to go over the locations via the map. So I am currently standing at our Ravenloft Farm base on the Crystal Envy Gaming server, which is just north of the Cinder Vault. The first one you should note is to the west of the Cinder Vault. Second one is going to be east of the Cinder Vault. Right to the east of Braylon Bridge is going to be an Elixir Well. You will go down and there will be a Shroud route within. A little further east of that is the Ring of Rot. Fairly simple to get to. There is a bridge that you can actually cross over and end up right there. There is a Shroud route just northeast of the Braylon Bridge, right through that little channel right there. Just due west of the Springlands Fast Travel is going to be yet another Elixir Well. North of the Egerton Salt Mines is going to be another Shroud route. Now, I know that there is a quest, I believe it is for the Carpenter or the Hunter in Westcott, but just south of Westcott is another Elixir Well. Just in the Braylon Bridge area alone, there are 8 skill points available. Now, if we go a little further north, this is the vault where you got the Farmer. Northeast of that, there is a Shroud route. I believe it's through the Lumenlight Cave. Little northeast of that is going to be another Elixir Well. This is actually in the Shroud down by the Alchemist Tower or Lone Thistle. If you're into update 4, that's where you get your cat. If not, then that was where the Alchemist has sent you to get his mortar and pedestal. Going northwest of the vault for the Farmer, there is a Shroud route. This one is accessible through the Grind Teeth Grotto. So that is going to be our 3 that are in the Alchemist Tower area. Coming further north, using the Revelwood Fast Travel, we are going to have Elixir Well to the east. This one is actually over by Pike's Mead. Just go ahead and go in, clear that out, come back out, hit Revelwood Fast Travel again, and then you will come to the Ancient Bridge, and there will be a Shroud route located underneath. There are 2 Shroud routes within Pike's Mead. This is where you take on the first boss in Enshrouded. Coming back over, do not attempt to get to this Shroud route via this spire, as it just takes way too long. So we are going to go north into the Black Mire. We have got a Shroud route located underneath the Vuka settlement tree. You can access it by the Shroud that is right up in here. This Shroud route is accessed via this Shroud right here. And I believe that this one is actually in the side of a cliff. It's actually been a minute since I've hit that one. But once you obtain the 3 within the Black Mire, go ahead and walk back down through the passage area, and you will end up seeing this Shroud route right here on your right. Coming to the east, go down southeast first. We are looking at the Low Meadows fast travel. You're going to have a Shroud route right down here. A nether elixir well right here. One thing to note with elixir wells is if you are flying over the Shroud and you see giant stone columns coming out of the Shroud, that is actually marking an elixir well. Alright, from the Low Meadows fast travel again, you will come east to the cave passage into the Shroud route. Come back out, hit this cave passage to get to this Shroud route. It is actually right next to the smothering pit. I forget what exactly you could mine there, but I know there was a resource that was available. So, going north, Low Meadows fast travel. We are going to have this elixir well right here. You can pretty much glide to this area right in here, which is Wistful Fields or Hillock, either or, and then just proceed up to the actual elixir well right there. Once you have gotten all the ones in the southeasterly area off of Low Meadows fast travel, go ahead and come up to the Nomad Highlands. From here, you're going to come in. There's a Shroud route here, an elixir well here. Conway Camp is right there. Jasper Isles. There's Cosmetic Maid outfit there that I haven't picked up because that came in Update 4. Lupus Lair, Ruined Bridge. Go ahead and grab those two. This Shroud route is actually directly off the fast travel point and a small cave. You can just walk in and chop it down. It's right next to the passage into the north. This one, the elixir well, as you're coming west, then you will see the drop-in points. You should be able to see that elixir well point from up top. Go ahead and drop in and pick it up. There is a Shroud route here. I honestly cannot remember how I got to it. I don't remember if I went in somewhere over here or if I came in from underneath. But I know that all under here is nothing but a Shroud maze. This one right here that is next to the Bounty Barn, I believe is going to be on top of the hill in a small enshrouded area all of its own. The Flame Sanctum I know is down in the actual Shroud, but I believe the Shroud route is on top. Then coming over, we're going to go to the Kindle Wastes fast travel point. This one is interesting. You got a Shroud route directly to the west, right there. You've got one southwest, right there. Ridgeback Mine is actually where you are sent to get your first bit of iron. Now, if we come west of the Kindle Waste, there is yet another elixir well right there. When you are at Ridgeback, you actually want to try to glide over and get on the back side of Ridgeback in order to get down to this one in the Grim. You can also access this one while you are getting the Sun Temple over here, which I know is part of a quest. And then you have an elixir well here and another Shroud route here. I will say be extremely careful when you are gliding over to these two. As you can see, the world border is right there. So if you hit it, you will end up dying. We have another Sun Temple there, and there is a Shroud route literally on an island right there. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of this is Death Shroud water through this region, so you kind of have to play it safe or make sure you have the Ghost Glider. Jumping off and going north, you're going to hit a nether elixir well right here. And then once you hit that one, you will want to come back over to the Nomad Highlands and aim for this Shroud area right through here, as this is where everything kind of crisscrosses over each other, and there's a Shroud route underneath. Once we obtain that one, we're going to go back to right here and simply jump off and go into this passage into the Albanian summit. We're going to truck in, come up. This elixir well has a single shroud route in it. You can actually follow this up, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a bridge that goes through right here, or a cave that goes through that, or there is a passage by East Lapis that I show in the Lighting the Balefires video that will take you up through this way into the pit, and will pull you out up near Outpost Griffa. But there's a shroud route located within the shroud here. You definitely want to be careful, because I know that there is the Death Shroud water stuff throughout this area here. Then if we come up to the Albany Summits fast travel, we have a shroud route located here. Another one right here. This one and this one, I believe, are accessible at flame level 7. Might be 6, but I believe it's 7. And this one is actually kind of tricky to get to, because as you can tell, there is the Death Shroud right there. Coming over to this elixir well, this one here will yield 3 shroud routes, as well as a fell cyclops head. This shroud route, and the shroud route down by Lake Luma will not be accessible until after defeating the dragon and bringing your flame altar up to 8. I'm going to recenter it. I will zoom in just a little bit so you can kind of get the icon markers. I'm going to slow drag it. You can pause it whenever, so you can actually get the well locations, or shroud route locations. Alright, so that is the location of every Shroud route and elixir well in order to get you to 149 skill points. Now, again, the ones up on the northern side, which is actually 1, 2, 3, and 4, are blocked until after you defeat the dragon. Hope it helped. Wish I could actually turn around and break down and take you guys to every single location, but the length of that video with travel time would be absolutely ridiculous. So that's the best I can do for now. If you still are having issues finding anything, there is a link to my Discord down in the description. Go ahead and join. Drop a question, comment, whatever. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out our other content as well. Hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.